Hey everyone, Ryan Oberholzer hanging out here in the interior of our first 2021 F-150. I have a little bit of a hot tip coming for you with the snow, but something cool that I just noticed about the trucks, and we're just getting to learn these as, again, this is the first one that hit the lot. I was looking at the gear selector here and the new gear shifter. They have it just redesigned a little bit. So this is a XL STX package truck. So probably one of the more popular package trucks we sell. Gives you a whole bunch of good looks without driving the price up to, you know, $60,000-$70,000 like you easily can on these new ones. But the column shifter here, I pulled it down into drive and it doesn't go any farther, which seems kind of like common sense until you think about the old trucks and how they were designed. When you went to pull it into gear, sometimes it would drop down into the manual mode and you didn't want it. You just wanted it in drive, or sometimes it would go past drive into the 4, 3, 2, 1 gears like the older trucks had on the selectors. But on this newer one, you can't pull it past drive. It just locks into drive. You don't go past that to go into manual. So when pulling it down into gear, you just go until it stops and you know you're gonna be in drive, which is just a nice, very user-friendly feature. Shows that the engineers were listening, customers complaining about the previous system. If you want to go into manual, you just hit the M on the end of the gear selector there, and then that's what takes you into the manual mode, and then you can use the push button to shift there. So just a very nice feature, everyday usable feature that they added to the truck just to make it more enjoyable to own. What I want to go over today is the traction control system and four-wheel drive on these trucks. We're getting our first little taste of winter here today, and I guess they're calling for a big one on Wednesday. But no matter the year of your truck, we're talking like 09 and after, I guess, when they added traction control. I think that's when they added the traction control to the F-150s. Don't quote that as scripture. But anyhow, if your truck has traction control, that's what we're talking about here today. So most people reach down, turn the truck into four-wheel drive, or if you have a newer one, you hit the 4 high button, and that's what's going to take you up and down the road on a day like today. So it's four-wheel drive is engaged and traction control is still on. The issue with that is traction control is awesome, great safety feature, but it doesn't allow the tires to spin like sometimes you actually need to in deeper snow. So with traction control on, like it is every time you start the truck, if you go to pull out and the tires start slipping, the computer will reduce the throttle of the vehicle till the tires get grip, and then you can safely pull out without sliding or spinning sideways or the tires just spinning. But again, sometimes you get into a situation where you're in deeper snow and you just need those tires to spin. So what a lot of people will do instinctively, they see, oh, there's my traction control button. I'm gonna hit that, and that turns the traction control off, which is good. Now you're gonna get a little bit of wheel spin. It'll allow you to have a little bit more control of the truck, but not full control. So with these snows like they're talking about on Wednesday, if they're talking 10, 12 plus inches of snow, sometimes you don't need any computer and you just want your right foot telling the truck what to do, and you need it to respond with no computer involvement. So, and that's where people can get frustrated if you don't know about this. You actually have to go back to the traction control button, hit that, and hold it for about 5 seconds. And then it will show on the screen that your advanced track is off. And that's what you need to see. When you see advanced track off, it is now an old school pickup truck. It's your right foot telling the engine and the transmission what to do and how fast to spin the tires. So that would be used in an extreme situation. You are stuck, you're about to get stuck, you're pulling out one of those Dodge or Chevy trucks that are stuck, whatever you need there. So keep in mind, traction control turns off on the first press, and then advanced track, push and hold for 5 seconds. To get those systems back on, you just hit the button one time, and then when that slippery, when wet light goes away, like that, you know the computer's acting as it should, and you can drive with the traction control system activated again. Any questions about how to use that or get the most out of your truck, feel free to give me a call here at Keller Brothers. It's Ryan Oberholzer, 717-949-2000.